Hey, it's Christina from Derp Gear. This is a tutorial on long string wraps. So neck wraps and waist wraps, and also how to use these wraps to control your string during flow, making it easier to do short string moves and contact moves with your long string. There's also a little bonus tip at the end on something I call a finger lock or a string lock, which also makes contact moves 100 times easier, in my opinion, with long string. First thing to know is you really want to learn your string length. You want to know how many times the string can go around your neck before it smacks you in the face. You want to know how many times it can go around your waist before it hits your hip. I know, for example, that my string can go around my neck 3 times and then I'm cutting it pretty close. If I try and go around one more time, it's probably going to hit me in the face, and that hurts a lot, I know. Especially with the contact one, don't do it. So, learn how many times you can go around, so when you're flowing, you can kind of, and you're practicing, before you really get used to it, you can kind of count and be like, okay, that was my 3rd wrap, get it out of my face. I'm just going to show you how to get started with a neck wrap on shoulder anchor. So shoulder anchor, you're already wrapped behind your neck once. That is your anchor, and what you also gain from knowing how many times you can go around your neck before it's too close to your face is also knowing how many times you can unwrap from your neck before you unanchor yourself. And unanchoring yourself would mean this string comes out from around behind your neck and this can just fly off your arm. Okay, so when you're in shoulder anchor, you want to make sure that you stop the wraps here where it's still once behind your neck. Otherwise, you're going to unanchor yourself.
One more thing I want you to be aware of when spinning with shoulder anchor is I'm going to refer to your hands as your V's. This is because you don't always have to have both hands on the string at all times. If you'd like to drop one of your hands away and only spin with one hand instead of having it tethered across between the two, you can simply bring your hands together, leaving your string at full length, and drop one of your V's away. When you're ready, you can bring your V back up and catch the string again, retethering yourself to normal shoulder anchor. So hands together, drop your V, spin with one hand, bring it back up. So we're finally ready to do a neck wrap. Start by spinning small circles at your comfy length, the sweet spot. Spin them in the direction that you are going to be doing your wrap in, the direction that is not going to unanchor you. Whenever you're ready, you're going to start spinning your entire body in the direction of your wrap so you can gain a little bit of momentum. Bring your arms, your V's up, completely outstretched at shoulder height. When you have enough momentum and you feel ready, drop one of your hands away, drop your other V away, kind of giving the string a little push, and allow it to wrap around your neck, counting however many times you know it can make it around. Bring your hand up, catching the string. Give it a little push back and allow it to unwrap, counting how many times you can unwrap before you unanchor. Once you've counted that many times and it comes back around in front of you, bring your V's up and catch your string in between them. This is going to take a little practice, but then you're going to be right back into normal shoulder anchor. Bring it back down to the normal sweet spot, small circles.
If you're having a hard time getting the whole wrap down from start to finish, the wrapping, the stall, and then the unwrapping, you can actually break the move down and practice them in parts. So I'm just going to show you how to practice the unwrapping part. I'm wrapped up around my neck 3 times, which I know, 3 times. And then I'm just going to take the string and place it over the top of my hand here like this. So it's just draped over the top of my hand. And from this point, you can just give it a little push around, or if it's easier for you, you might want to just start a spin. So drape it over your hand, have a little give on the bottom there, spin with it until you're ready, and just let it whoop off the top of your hand. And then you can practice your unwrap like that. So same thing on hand anchor.
So for hand anchor, it does not matter which direction you spin because you cannot unanchor yourself in the same way that you can unanchor yourself for shoulder. So spin in whichever direction you want. Here I started with my hand anchor at a really short string, so I'm unwrapping to the full length. And when I'm ready, I'm going to drop my arm out, stretch totally equal with my neck. It's going to come back around, catch on my neck, and then drop your hand out of the way before the string comes around to that side, allowing it to wrap around your neck. Count the times, catch it on the side of your hand here, give it a push back, allowing it to unwrap. Once it's unwrapped completely, you can raise your hand back up and continue to wrap the string back up on your hand to a short length again.
So if you want to do a waist wrap instead of a neck wrap, that's just really the level that your string is at when you go to wrap or you let go. So instead of having your arms totally outstretched at the side here, leveling with your neck, you can kind of bring your hand down here at your waist and the string will wrap around your waist instead. Like here. You wrap around your waist, catch it the same way, push it back. Catch it with your two hands. Open your hands. The last thing I have, once you're comfortable with doing the neck wraps and doing the waist wraps, and you know you really get wraps pretty comfortable, the way you control string length with this is doing like one neck wrap or two neck wraps, doing your short string moves, and then unwrapping. So you're actually going to play with the short string moves or the contact moves while you're in a wrap. So I'll show you. I'm going to do two neck wraps, I'm going to do two neck wraps, and then I'm going to catch it, just like I showed you. Okay, so now I'm in my neck wraps. I caught the string. This is a good length. It's pretty short. I can drop this hand, and I can just go with my dominant hand, or I can pick it back up. So you can play with that too. But from here, I can actually do short string moves easier because I don't have all this string to control. Also, if you want to try and do some contact moves, I feel like it's easier if the string is locked. So sometimes what I'll do is allow the string to be at about the long string length that I want, and I just bring my finger under and wrap it around a couple times, and then your string is locked. So I can actually do some easier contact stuff because my string is locked on my finger. So that's a really good tip if you're struggling to do certain contact moves or short string moves, because this tether is allowing the string to just move around too much. Lock it on your finger anytime you need, and then try to get your trick down.